We gotta make sure we're getting them really good. Did Daddy brush your teeth while I was gone?
Yes.
Honey, it doesn't look like it. Go. Let me see the bottoms.
Hey! This is Aaryn and what I see in the middle and then
I put a little bit more bio oil. All right. Are we done brushing our teeth?
No.
I tried the bubble braid on Skyla's hair today that Tara showed on her toddler hair tutorial videos, and I messed up. I didn't really do it exactly how she showed, but it's still pretty cute. And then I clipped it under because I thought it looked a little weird. It was like flopping. Can I see? Let me see. Turn this way. Turn the other way. I want to see the back. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think we did pretty good considering. And then Adeline just has like a little waterfall pony, but she's escaped into my closet. And Adeline has a little scratch on her face. So I've been putting Neosporin. At first I was just doing Neosporin, and now I'm doing bio oil on it. So if she looks a little oily, we're just trying to make sure this scratch doesn't scar. And then Zell, come here Zell. Zell got a spa appointment yesterday. We had a mobile groomer come to the house and do a full grooming on Zell, and they really cut her nails down low. I'm always so afraid of cutting her nails because one time I hit the quick and I was traumatized. Oh no, no, no. Got Adeline's shoes in my bag. I have my camera on a new setting today, so, okay, all right. Can you put them back in my purse?
No.
So I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but you guys let me know what you think of the quality of today's video versus normal days. I'm trying out a new setting today. Anyway, I hit the quick on Zell's nails one time, and ever since then I've been really paranoid to clip them. So she's gonna start coming once a month to do a full grooming for sweet Zell. And Duchess is starting to get little hairball mats. So it's about time for Duchess to get a shave too, huh, Dutchie? It's about time for a shave? You're beautiful, honey. You're the most beautiful kitty in all the land. All right, we are headed to the grocery store. Welcome back to real life, guys. We're back in our natural element, and it is... Mom life is hard, and it's not a day at the beach with girlfriends. I have the girls all to myself today. Skyla's got an appointment with a new ENT specialist. If you guys remember, a couple months ago, I took Skyla to an ENT specialist, and that ENT stands for ear, nose, and throat, if you guys are lucky enough to not be familiar with this type of specialist. And sorry about the background noise. The girls both have their iPads, so it's a little bit loud. It's my new life. But Skyla's got an appointment with a new doctor. The one that we saw last time, there was nothing wrong with him. He wasn't like rude or anything like that, but I had Adeline with me, and he was like, you know, I would prefer if you could just come with only Skyla to these appointments, which I get that it's distracting, but it was just kind of weird that it was a pediatric ENT, and he like requested that I didn't have Adeline with me. I didn't like that, and I told my pediatrician about it, and she said, she was like, okay, yeah, let me just recommend someone else to you, because there's another doctor that she really likes and recommended, so we're gonna go see him today, and see how it goes with him. We had a follow-up scheduled with the original ENT for a hearing test, and he wanted to do a follow-up to check and see if he felt like we needed to remove the tubes completely. At least one of them has fallen out. I know that because I saw it when it had fallen out onto her pillow. I think Nick is the one that found it, and he brought it and showed it to me. So at least one of the tubes is out. I thought that they were both out, but I think he said that one of the ears still has a tube in it, and at the follow-up he was going to decide whether or not to remove that one or what we should do. So at this new ENT, I'm just going to kind of let him know our history of Skyla's recurrent ear infections, and we had tubes placed when we were in Georgia, and she has still had issues with her ears since then. Nick was very prone to ear infections too. He still gets them as an adult, which is wild to me. I haven't had an ear infection since I was little, but when I was little I got them all the time, and unfortunately Skyla gets them all the time as well. I had posted on Instagram a couple days, I think it was like about a week ago, like last Monday or Tuesday, I want to say. I took Skyla into the pediatrician because she said her ears were hurting, and we went in and they checked her ears, and she said there's a little bit of fluid, but it doesn't look like an infection right now. So then lo and behold, a couple days later, while I was gone, Nick said that she was really complaining of them hurting, so he took her back in just to make sure, because with the ears you have to treat it. Like, you can't just let an ear infection go. It will not clear up on its own. At least, no, I've never experienced that. So he decided to take her back in, and they said, whoa, not only is it an ear infection, but it's nasty. She said that it was severe, severe. So of course we got more ear drops and antibiotics, and I just, you know, she's on antibiotics all the time, and it's not a good situation. So I'm happy that we're going back in. What's wrong, Adeline? What is it, baby girl? Can I please get a number 2 meal with an apple juice, and can I actually get an extra apple juice?
Absolutely. This is the spicy sandwich meal.
Oh, are we at lunch now?
We are at lunch now, yes ma'am.
Okay, let's see. The menus are on breakfast, so I'm gonna have to try from memory here.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Sorry about that, Wade. What can I get for you, Aaryn?
That's okay. Can I please get a number 2 meal with an apple juice, and can I actually get an extra apple juice?
Absolutely. This is the spicy sandwich meal.
Oh, are we at lunch now?
We are at lunch now, yes ma'am.
Okay, let's see. The menus are on breakfast, so I'm gonna have to try from memory here.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Original spicy no, just original sandwich meal. Original chicken sandwich meal.
You got it.
With a large iced coffee. With
iced coffee.
1 pump of original syrup.
Okay, so just take out the other 2 pumps.
Yeah, right. And then for the other one, I'm gonna do a 12-count nugget meal.
All right.
With an apple juice, and then the extra apple juice.
An apple juice and then an extra apple juice on the side. You got it.
Yes, and then I'm gonna do, for the sauce, I'm gonna do ranch, 2 ranch, 2 sriracha, and 2 ketchup. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Adeline said thank you. God, you guys, she's the cutest thing in the world. I thought since they hadn't switched the menu, that maybe, because it was still in breakfast, so I was like, oh, maybe I can still get away with ordering breakfast. But we were literally 1 minute late. I pulled in at 10:31. The girls requested a Tiana, an Ariel, and Mickey balloon. So we're eating our Chick-fil-A at the same time. You guys, they don't have the peanut butter I like here, and we're completely out, so I don't even know which one to get. Which one should I get, Skyla? By the way, I don't even know what this is, but I think it's coffee or something I spilled on the seatbelt. And I have this tool, or it's not a tool, but it's like this brush, because since these seatbelts are like beige, they get dirty so fast, so I'm constantly having to clean them. Okay, we just got out, and I absolutely loved this ENT. He was so good with Skyla, and he was also good with Adeline. He's it. And this place is not far from my house. So we didn't get to do the hearing test because he said that when he looked inside her ears that he couldn't even see on the which side was it? On the left side, he said there was so much wax, which we already knew this, but he said there was so much wax that he couldn't even see anything to tell, like, you know, how healthy her ear was. And so they had to clean out the wax, and unfortunately, well, it was actually, she was a lot more chill than I thought she would. I'm popping Tylenol right now because I've got a massive headache. I feel a little bit feverish. Hopefully it's just pregnancy related. And I'm not coming down with something. That would be ideal. But he had to put her on one of those things. Gosh, I forgot. He just told me what it was called, but it's a board that they put them on that like wraps them up so that they can't flail around, and she was chill with it. I thought she was gonna freak, but she was so good. I was so proud of her. She did such a great job, and he got all the wax that he needed. He got on both sides, he cleaned them out, first just with the tools, and then they used a suction thing, which he didn't want to use. It's not painful. Nothing that they did was painful. And he said he didn't want to use, sorry, I'm gonna roll these up. It's probably got wind noise. It's just hot in here. He said that he didn't want to use that because it's loud. It's not painful, but he just hates using it on kids because they hate it. But he got everything out. You should have seen the amount of wax. It was crazy, the amount of wax that was in her ears, but especially the left one. He said the infection that she's got going on right now, there's just fluid back there, and that it should heal. But we have a follow-up appointment for 4 weeks from now. The tubes are, what do you call it? The tubes are both out, but one of them is still hanging out in her ear canal, which he said he can't get it. He can't get it out without it being painful because it's so close to the eardrum. He said it's not causing any issues right now, but in 4 weeks when we go back to reevaluate, uh-oh. Your teeth hurt? He said when we come back for the follow-up that he'll decide then if we need to put tubes back in, and at that point he could remove the tube that's just fallen out but still hanging out in the ear canal. So we will know more in about a month from now, but I feel really good with him. He was very, very good. So moving on. Girls are having some of these organic chicken fries for lunch with ketchup, blueberries, and some tots. You guys, I think we're gonna be doing an early bath today. My ketchup queen, you're covered in ketchup. Her cheeks are super red today, and I think I'm about to take her temperature because usually when her cheeks are red like that, it means she has a fever.
Let's clean it over.
Oh, are you helping clean, Adeline? Good job. Okay, we're gonna check on her temperature. Something is all over this.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. 99.4. Are you teething? Do you have some teeth coming in? Do you have some teeth coming in? Ooh, ketchup all over it now. Say one,
You gotta get to 3.
2, 3.
Say it.
1, 2, 3.
Reese Austin.
Baby Reese.
Well, they know that, but they don't know our middle name.
Reese Austin.
Who picked her middle name?
That's Reese Austin.
Yeah.
Who picked her middle name?
Daddy did.
Yeah. You did this
Nick
name.
picked Austin. And at first I was like, I don't know, and then it grew on me.
I want to say
We're
hi.
progressive.
This is
We live in
way
Austin now, so we need to be front-thinking individuals.
Wait, Nate spoke to his mother about a future? So do you think we should talk about it?
Alright, the meat has 4 minutes left, but the girls are getting really antsy, so I'm going to start them off with the potatoes and green beans, and then when the meat is ready, I'll cut that up and give it to them. But I need to start them off with something immediately. And Adeline has these new Ryan and Rose fork grabber, food grabber things. They work better than a regular fork. They pick it up way better. So she's on that bandwagon right now. Is it good so far? Everything's good? Her cheeks are still really, really red, but I just had Nick take her temperature again and she doesn't have a fever or anything. I think she's just teething pretty bad. Teething? Your teeth hurt, baby?
Oh! Bon voyage!
Alright guys, I'm going to bed. Nick and I both feel like we're coming down with something. I told you guys earlier that I was feeling like a little bit feverish, and I took some Tylenol earlier. I've been chugging water, and I just took some more Tylenol before getting in bed with my prenatal, and I'm drinking as much water as I can, but I just feel like I'm like off. And Nick today when he came home, he was like, sorry, my eyes are burning. I'm like at that point of the night. And I'm like looking into the light so that I can have light for my camera. But Nick was saying that this morning when he woke up, he was so tired, like he felt like he couldn't get going. And then he said that all day he's felt exhausted and like he's coming down with something too. So Nick has been chugging Pedialyte, and which is so gross, but he's been chugging Pedialyte and what do you call it? Trying to like take all these vitamins, like that emergency stuff, to try and not get sick, which it worked for him whenever the girls had the flu, so maybe it'll work for him again, I don't know. But Adeline is teething really bad, and something that I did for her today that she loved, and it was like one of the only things that could soothe her, was I took Pedialyte popsicles that we have in the freezer, and I broke little pieces of them off and put them in those mesh pouches that you use for babies before they can eat solids. And she just kind of like sucked on that inside the mesh pouch, and it really, I feel like, helped her teeth because she was really fussy until I gave her one of those. So her molars are coming in. I mean, she already has 2 of them fully cut through. It's incredible to me. She's 15 months. I feel like it took way longer for Skyla to get molars. But Adeline is like, it's crazy to me. When I saw the first one, I just couldn't believe it. I don't know why I thought it didn't happen until later. But I know the molars are some of the most painful teeth, or the most painful teeth to cut. So that's what she's going through. But they've still been sleeping through the night, and they're so good. Like, even when they're sick, these girls sleep through the night. We have been so blessed with children that sleep through the night. And now that I say that, Reese is going to probably be like my night owl or something, waking up all night. I can't. I'm like, I've gotten so lucky with Skyla and Adeline for the most part. I know it's coming. Like the no sleep is coming because I have so many moms message me like, do your kids sleep through the night? Like, what do you do? Like, what are the tips and tricks? And I haven't really done that much. They just do. So please, Reese, when you get here, please be a good sleeper like your sisters. Alright guys, I'm going to end the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, make sure your bell notification is on, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.